Hello everyone. You might have seen this card posted up on Facebook. Now a while back I did a tea bag fold card. So I'm back today with just a variation with a different tea bag fold. And I'm using the Hello You kit by Nitwits, which has got all these lovely blues and teals and greens. So to make this, it's a 5 3/4 square card, which I use to fit into a 6x6 envelope. I find if you do a 6x6, it won't fit in, especially with this one because it's got a bit of bulk. So the card base is 5 3/4. So to start off with, I've cut my base. So I just cut a piece of card at 11.5 by 5 3/4 and scored it at 5 3/4. So that just gave me my card base. So just need to use my bone folder. So there's my card base done. And then one of the papers with this kit is this one. So it's a full sheet that you can print off. So that's all I did was I resized it to 5.5. So it's just a little bit smaller than my square, and added a little digi sentiment to the bottom, which is also in the kit. And so what I'm going to do is to glue that onto my base. So if you wanted a really quick card, that's all you'd need is maybe to add some butterflies, some gems and something to that, because this page has already got the blue border, the butterflies there, and all the flowers. So I didn't have to do anything to it. It's even got a bit of texture, which doesn't come out when it's far away on the screen. So that's my card base done. So I'm just going to make my tea bag topper. So to make the tea bag topper, what you need to do is find a square die. So these are the Sue Wilson double pierced ones. So you want to make sure it fits that way and in a diamond formation, because your tea bag goes along both. So make sure it's not too big. So this was from the set A, and it was the 8th one down. So that's going to make my tea bag squares. So you'll need to cut 8. So I've chosen this blue decorative paper to match there from the kit. So you'll need 8. I've only got 2 here because I've already folded some. And then what I've done is I've gone to my B set and I've just found the die which is slightly bigger. So from this then, I've cut 2 from the solid pack. But even though it says solid, you could see it's actually like a denim effect. So for this then, you're going to cut 2 of your big ones. So you've got 2 big and 8 small. And then just for the center, I've got some brads. Now I got these from a shop where everything is £1. And you get 8 for £1, so that's a bargain. And they're nice and decorative, they'll make a nice center. So, 8 small, 2 slightly larger, and as I said, any dies will work. So I'm going to put my plane and my card to side, and I'm going to bring you in here. So to start off with, I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to fold it so my pattern shows, and I'm going to score it in half. So make sure you've got nice crisp folds and take your time to line them up as well. Then I've turned it 90 degrees and I'm going to fold it in quarter again. Sorry, in half again. So I've got quarters. Okay, so that's what it looks like now. So the paper I've used here is a Navigator paper, which I got from Wilko's. So it's, don't use your cardstock, otherwise it'll be too thick. So now what I've done is made a white triangle, because this is the back, just by going corner to corner. Open it up, turn it 90 degrees, and corner to corner. And then when you open it up, if you press in the middle, it'll fold together to make a diamond. And I'm just going to crease it all down like that. Now, if you want, and you have dexterity problems, but you want to try this, you can actually stop there. And once you've made it 8, you'll be able to make a rosette just by using these squares. So the next step will be optional. So what I've got is all my open end to the top and my folded bit towards me. I'm going to lift one side. I'm going to bring this corner up and meet that line. So it's coming up just with one of them. So you've still got the bottom one down there, and you just bring the top one up to that central line and score it down. And then again, bring it and score. So you've got a kite. So you're going to do that 8 times. So I'm going to do it one more time with you. So fold it in half to make a rectangle, so your pattern that you want is showing. So if you've got double-sided papers, just make sure that the one you don't want to see is facing you when you start. So 2 rectangles, colour side up in a diamond, fold in half in a triangle, and the opposite way, and then just push up in the center so that it pops, and those 2 will go in to make a diamond. Burnish them down, try and get them as even as you can, and then just bring to that center fold. And it's as easy as that. So as I said, I've already done some more. Yeah. So if you wanted to just do the squares, I can actually show you using the backs. What you would do is just go around slotting them in like that. So you've still got a nice pattern. But obviously we've done those kites, so let's turn them back up the right way. So I got one of my tea bags, and I'm just going to put some glue in that corner. I'm going to take my second one, and the square I'm just going to tuck behind my kite into that fold there and squeeze. So you can see the folded bits of the kites will work around and they'll make an octagon, if that makes sense. If I bring in the other one, you've got that central octagon, and that's all you're going to do is repeat. So a bit of glue, press it in. So I'm lining up these corners, and don't worry, you will end up with a little gap in the middle. That's what the brad is for later. So just a tiny bit of glue. So lift your kite, glue underneath. Get rid of that glue. So it looks like I've only got one more, but I've actually got 2 more to go. So you can see the square has been made behind. So now this last one, again, we're going to put the glue in the same place. And I'm going to bring my last one and put it in. So far we've got a little spiral going. Now I'm just going to repeat exactly like I've done with every other one. Put some glue there and then just lift that one and slot it in. And there you have your tea bag fold. So I like to just squeeze it down a little bit flatter. Now it's up to you. If you don't want as much dimension, you can take your glue and glue everything down a bit flatter. But I quite like that it all just sticks up. So I'm going to bring in my blue ones. So we're just going to make a background to it, like a little topper. So I'm taking glue just around the square shape. So don't take it to those diamond corners yet. And I'm lining up that square onto that blue square. So what we've got is half of our shape backed. So now this time I'm going to put a dab of glue in all those four corners and sort of make a square there. And what we're going to do is turn it over and mat this bit. So it looks like it was one continuous piece, but it's actually a cheat, because what I've done is back the two squares separately. And there you have your tea bag topper. Nice and easy, nothing too tricky there, but looks really, really effective with those couple of cheats, especially when you're using dies, because everything will line up and be the right size. Now, years ago when I used to do this and you used to have to cut your squares, it was a different story. So here we go. We're just gonna, oh, before I do that, what I should have done is put my brad in before I matted it, but I think I've saved it. There we are. Just to hide that hole. So let's bring in our card base, and I'm just gonna line it up here. So just take my bone folder, squeeze it all down, and there we have it. A kite-shaped tea bag fold card. Both done exactly the same, just used a different sentiment from the kit. So this says, best birthday wishes, and this, just wanted to say hello. So both using the Hello You kit from Nitwits. And if you do have a go, no matter what paper you use or what design or how you mount it, I'd really like to see your kite-shaped tea bag folds on your cards, and then head over to Facebook and type in paper crafting with Paul, and you can share it in my group then, so we can all come over and see your versions. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.